What's up, guys? It's Adam here, aka Anti-Cena Guy, coming at you with another review for the August 10th, 2002 WWE Global Warning Tour. And I've got this on DVD. It's a nice little watch. Of course, there's been other great pay-per-views since then. But this one, the Global Warning Tour, I don't mind. I just got done watching it moments ago. This is not one that somebody requested. This is one that I just personally wanted to watch and relive all the great times of the Ruthless Aggression era because, well, actually, 2002, yes, it was like the post-Attitude era, you know, and we get some good matches on this card. Some are there for shits and giggles, like the first match. But what a main event that this guys gave for the Melbourne, Australia tour, you know, the audience. The main event was a triple threat match for the WWE title. The Rock versus Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. Now, can you imagine what sort of main event that would be in today's day and age? I mean, that's like a WrestleMania main event match. The Rock versus Triple H versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. And these guys in Australia gave that to the audience, like a WrestleMania main event. A triple threat match for the WWE Championship. The Rock versus Triple H versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, can you imagine how much tickets they would sell today if they actually put that in the main event at WrestleMania? I'll go through each match one by one. In the first match, Rikishi defeated Rico in a Kiss My Ass match. And this was like purely for shits and giggles, basically, because the match was only on for like 2.5 minutes. But it was a nice little funny opener. Rikishi's coming down the ramp, having fun with all the crowd, you know, with all the signs that they're making for the Kiss My Ass match. Rico's walking down the ramp, he's saying, "You're going to kiss my ass," and all that kind of shit. You know, it was a good little match for shits and giggles. I mean, I do remember the time when Rikishi and Rico teamed up in a tag team, but this was after this match. I mean, this was like after that little time, that was like forming like a bit of a tag team. And of course Rikishi won, and no, there was no bare ass kissing in front of the Melbourne crowd. It just ended with Rikishi giving Rico the stink face, you know. So if you was expecting a little bit more than that, I hate to disappoint you, but that's all they gave you, you know. And I, for one, I'm glad I didn't go any further than that, you know. Why the fuck would I want to see two men in the ring kissing each other's asses, you know what I mean? You know. If it was women, it was a different story. I mean, speaking of women, we get Tori Wilson and Stacey Keibler later on in the night in a bra and panties match. But I, for one, would have rather seen them two in a Kiss My Ass match more than a bra and panties match, if you know what I mean. You know, just like all the rest of us. But WWE doesn't always give us what we want, so you can rest assured they didn't give us what we wanted this time. The match itself was okay for shits and giggles, Rikishi versus Rico, but nothing special happened, you know, and nothing special is going to happen in a Kiss My Ass match, is there? So, there you have it. In the next match, Jamie Noble defeated the Hurricane, and this was for the Cruiserweight Championship, and Nadia was at ringside in Jamie Noble's corner. This was a good little Cruiserweight title match. I mean, got no complaints here. I mean, I like the Hurricane. Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through, you know, and of course you got Jamie Noble, with his on-screen girlfriend Nydia. You know, I remember all those feuds back in the Ruthless Aggression era. There was some really great times. There was a time when Nydia was like blind due to Tajiri's green mist, and she went blind for a while. And after a while, she was like an on-screen blind girlfriend pretending to be blind, because Jamie Noble was basically always mistreating her. You know, pushing her to the floor, pushing her in front of the opponents, and all that kind of stuff. But this was for the Cruiserweight Championship, and it was fun. A fun little Cruiserweight title championship match. I mean, the Cruiserweight title division back then in the Ruthless Aggression era was something really special. I mean, you had like Rey Mysterio, Billy Kidman, Tajiri, Ultimo Dragon, the Hurricane, you know. Although, if I remember, the Cruiserweight Championship was on the SmackDown brand at the time. This was back when the brands were more serious and they didn't have too many invasions, and we didn't have too many titles changing hands on different shows all the time. So, like I say, it was much more better back then, the atmosphere of the Cruiserweight division, you know. But I enjoyed this match between Noble and the Hurricane. It was a nice little Cruiserweight title match, you know. Jerry Noble walked out the winner. And in the next match, the Un-Americans defeated Billy Kidman and Rey Mysterio, and this is for the Tag Team Championships. Great tag team wrestling. Of course, if Rey Mysterio is going to be involved in a tag team wrestling match, you know you're going to see some good tag team wrestling. Because they use Rey Mysterio for not only the tag team division, they use him for the cruiserweight division also, and he made the cruiserweight division, in my opinion. In my opinion, he deserved the cruiserweight title more better than anybody else, you know. But of course, the Un-Americans won by defeating Kidman and Rey Mysterio, and I like Billy Kidman. You know, at this time he was married to Tori Wilson, but Tori Wilson since then has got remarried to me, as you can see. Love Tori Wilson, she's my dream woman. What can I say? Madly in love with her. I have been since the age of 17, you know, and I still think the world of her today. But back to the matches. The Un-Americans defeated Kidman and Rey Mysterio. I'm disappointed by the outcome. I wanted Kidman and Mysterio to win. You know, I like to think that I can still watch these matches pretending I'm watching them for the very first time, and like being like a little kid again, saying, I want him to win, I want him to win. And of course, Kidman and Mysterio lost that match, so that was kind of a downer. And in the fourth match, Edge defeated Chris Jericho. Great wrestling, yet again. Edge and Chris Jericho tore the house down, and again, this was like one of the longest matches on the card. And again, great wrestling. I like Edge, I like Chris Jericho, and you know that you can see something special when you see these two wrestle. It was a back and forth combat, you know, false finishes. And in the end, Edge picked up the victory over Y2J. But again, I don't really mind who won this match because I like them both. Although Y2J back then in the Ruthless Aggression era was one of those guys that you wanted to hate because he was so damn annoying with his beard and his long hair and calling everyone a jackass, you know. I beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night, you know, and all that kind of shit. Still reminds people of that to this very day. I'm like, come on, Chris Jericho. It's all news, let it go. But he was one of those wrestlers that you love to hate. But, you know, I like both guys, Edge and Chris Jericho. But this match was a great match to watch. I mean, that's what was so great about the Global Warning Tour. You know, this DVD right here. They actually gave the crowd what they wanted, a really great, entertaining tour. You know, especially in the main event. Because what came up after this match was Tori Wilson versus Stacy Keibler in a bra and panties match. And Tori Wilson won. I think she always won the bra and panties matches, Tori Wilson. I mean, it's just a shame she never got the push she deserved of becoming the women's champion, but there's reasons behind that. If you're a real wrestling fan, you'll know that Tori Wilson never became the women's champion. And there was reasons for that. She never got the major pushes because of her back injuries and all that kind of thing. But if you remember during the invasions and all the tours from WCW, you know, she was feuding with Trish and Lita and all those other kinds of people, but she never got like the main event status due to a back injury. You know, so that was mainly disappointing. Stacey Keibler, on the other hand, was given opportunities to become the women's champion, but she felt like other people deserved it more than her, so she declined every time she was going to become the women's champion. But, of course, they're giving the crowd what they want here, two women ripping their clothes off. You know what I mean? Do they do that in today's day and age of WWE? No, of course not, and they're not going to either. But I, for one, don't mind if Tori Wilson loses a bra and panties match, but she won this one, so happy either ways. And in the main event, The Rock defeated Triple H and Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match for the WWE title. What a great match. I mean, what a match to put on a global warning tour for Australia. Three top main eventers, The Rock, Triple H and Brock Lesnar, you know, three main eventers. And this is like on a global warming tour. I mean, that's a WrestleMania match. I mean, if you would have put that in today's WrestleMania match card, you know, you'd sell out tickets immediately. The Rock, Triple H and Brock Lesnar, you know, I mean, this is the first time they wrestled in a triple threat match, you know, and I think that was like a little bit of a mix here, like in like the brands, because I mean, at this time I believe Triple H was on Raw in Evolution, or was that before? I can't quite remember. I know the Evolution thing came about in the year 2003, you know, and Triple H and Brock Lesnar never actually fought each other until the PG era. you know, and The Rock was getting ready to leave at some point in 2003 anyway. So, but this match was great. It was a great triple threat match. There was loads of kickouts, there was F5s, pedigrees, rock bottoms, you know, a really great main event for the Australian crowd. And one thing I can also say about this DVD, the extras are really good as well. It shows some of the stars going to the zoo, you know, and going shopping and going on Australian tours. It just shows a few aftermaths of some of the matches that they had on this night, including The Rock after the triple threat match. And it also shows some free classic matches from the 1986 Australian tour as well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's a really enjoyable little DVD. Like I say, it was a Ruthless Aggression era back in 2002, the Global Warning Tour in Melbourne. Enjoyed it. You know, it was a nice little watch. It was nice going back in time and re-watching some of the stars from the Ruthless Aggression era. You know, because I for all day can watch that type of wrestling all day long. I can watch the Attitude Era all day long. I can watch the Ruthless Aggression Era all day long. I can even watch the Golden Era and the New Generation Era all day long. It's not till like 2007 or 8 where I can't really fucking stand what wrestling provided, you know. But this was during some of the best years of wrestling, the Global Warning Tour. And it's a must-watch for any WWE fan. I collected all of them, and like I say, Silvervision really made some great DVDs back then. This was before the internet. This was like before the WWE network and all this other kind of crazy shit. You know, this is where we all like to order everything to watch. You know what I mean? Ordering everything on Sky Box Office and all that kind of thing. You know, so overall, great little DVD, great extras, and some great matches that they gave for the people of the tour in Melbourne. Really interesting. You know, some great wrestling. Thanks for watching this, everybody. If you've got any requests or anything you want to say, anything you want to comment on, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. But that's my review on the Global Warning Tour, Melbourne in 2002. Really good DVD. It's one I really do recommend. Especially with a main event like that. You know, a WrestleMania main event. Thanks for watching this, everybody. Peace out.